squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you want to give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side, you on the Christ when the breath on this.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, back, 45, behind.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On second down, Winston again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Five.
Check my 45. Come on, boy.
Let's go. Shoot.
To throw is Hill. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready. 45, General West.
Come on. Switch. Jack. Hey, switch gears.
Smooth.
Back to throw, Hill. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Hill. And Thomas has it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Alpha.
45. Mike, 45.
Get it.
Hill now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Set up, 8, read. 61, matchbox, right.
Slam. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 44, check 44.
5.
Throwing on third down. Hill to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Down to lose 1.
Jameis to throw it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Kareem Martin. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Down. 80 weapons. 70, Indy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3 down.
Break.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You in the
Pilot, 64, win.
kill.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
Hill to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 3rd down, that pass. That's knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready up.
Quit talking about it.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check safety. Check safety. Watch.
Hey, orbit. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Haywood.
So here we go on 4th. Hill. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. It's time to play.
Now Winston. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They go play action here on first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Open man is Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hill. Finding Green complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now he's forced out right. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. On 1st and 10, Hill. He's got Higgins over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hill going back to the air on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The kick by Lutz is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Winston. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Winston now to throw on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's complete to Meredith. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Final play of the half here. Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Hill. And Josh Hill has it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hill looks to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Hill. And that's complete. It's Green here. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.J. Green, 49 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Winston. Dorsett's got it. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Philip Dorsett, 76 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that makes it 23-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
70, Indy. Pilot, 64, Weeks. Bravo.
Hill on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous.
To throw is Winston. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. Bell and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Jameis to throw it, eluding the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 29 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. From the gun, Winston. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
18 Gator. 45, come on. Hey, let's go.
It's our time. 45, come on, 45.
Now.
From the gun on third, Hill. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Dorsett on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Winston now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Winston now. Oh, he's thinking end zone for... And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and this is back to an 8-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
One play has them up past the 40. 40 already and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
General West.
Wide, keep wide.
Hey, exit. Now.
Play. 45's the mic, 45's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. 45.
Go.
To throw again. Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Hill. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards.
1st down, Saints.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill, touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Check three. Check 37.
Go. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Levante David. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Ready. Blue ready. Wait.
No game on this defense. No game.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't.
This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Winston. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
We got this.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Give them 3 on